Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So let me just get this out of the way. This is 100 billion trillion percent not an April Fool's joke. I know I picked a bad timing to come out with this news, but I swear, guys, I swear on my mom's life, this is not an April Fool's joke. Some of you guys did see over on my Twitter account and on my community tab on my YouTube page that I am considering retiring from YouTube. And I just wanted to give you guys an opportunity to kind of like hear me out. And really, man, because this is, I swear I'm having like a freaking mental breakdown over this over here. Like, it's been bad like the past few weeks. And I don't even know exactly how this video is going to end or start or finish or whatever goes on in between. I just want an opportunity to talk to you guys and hopefully just say what's straight up on my mind. So I think the best way to understand my mindset right now is for me to kind of start from the beginning. And I'm going to say the beginning of my YouTube career, which was about 2.5, 3 years ago now. I've been doing YouTube for 6 years. First 3 of it was as a hobby, as a passion, as a goal in my life. I remember the day, the exact location, who I was with when I decided to be a YouTuber. I was, with my buddy, you guys know Brockeren and my buddy Frank and Austin, and I was, well, that's actually Jerome. He was in my 100K series as a joke and everything. But April Fool's joke, guys, believe it or not, that was actually, that was about 2 years ago on April 1st. That's when it actually came out. But anyway, man, so I remember saying like how I wanted to start a YouTube channel and how I wanted to get to 10K subs one day. And the mindset behind that was because I had my buddy Weston, who, by the way, just announced that he's having his first baby. So congratulations to him. Because we all had this little series called We Steal Jokes, which was, with just a few friends making some skits and stuff like that. And anyway, my buddy Weston, he's a Mormon, so he had to go off to his mission trip. So my mindset was to start a YouTube channel to essentially, like by the time he got back from the mission trip, it's like a 2-year thing. I wanted to say like, hey guys, look, I made 500 subscribers here on my Crispy Flake channel that I make, so I could tell them to subscribe to We Still Jokes. And anyway, long story short, he ended up not coming back to Michigan because he met his future wife, and the rest is history. So great to him on that. But yeah, so my mindset then was to get to 10K subscribers. And by doing 2K, I saw guys like, I think Chris Movie, of course, everybody's inspiration. And, Sub the Gamer was a huge for me, man. I still remember Sub the Gamer, just like he was at 20K subscribers. And I messaged him for some advice. And, to this day, he still gives advice to everybody. Like, the dude's wonderful. And he was really a big motivator in me, like, pushing to get to 10K subscribers. So, over the years, I eventually got there. And it kept on growing. And at this point, I was, my job that I was doing was I was doing sales as an internship. And eventually I graduated college with my bachelor's in finance. And I ended up getting a job at the same company in purchasing, which is like the opposite of sales, right? So I was doing that. And let me just say straight up, there was people in that corporation that I worked with that were just some of the most negative people in your life, man. Just like, straight up, you could see in their eyes that they were not happy with what they were doing. Like, and I was like, I never want to be that. I never want to be that person that doesn't love what I'm doing. And I was still doing YouTube, and YouTube to me was my happy place, because I could, I'd have this long stressful day at work, but then I would come home and I would do YouTube, and I'd make a basketball video, and I'd get some great feedback from you guys, and it was absolutely awesome. Now eventually I got past that 10K mark, and it started building big time, man. Like, big time, to my standards at least. If you're Mr. Beast or PewDiePie, then no, definitely not. But to my standards, and I was like starting to make some pretty good money off it, man. Like, I started making more on my YouTube than I was making at my real job, and I was like, yo, is this for real? Because I went into finance for my college degree. Wasn't passionate about it. The mindset was to go into finance because I knew I could get a stable job doing that, and that way I could afford to do my hobby, which was YouTube. Because I never thought I would be doing YouTube full time. So yeah, so I've been doing YouTube full time for the past few years, and it was going well. Rebuilds were a new thing. I loved doing rebuilds. I still love doing rebuilds. Just my league was a big time thing, guys. Believe it or not, when it comes to like what ifs, besides Mike Korzemba, who was doing his what if series with like actual NBA stories, I find it hard to believe that there's anybody before me that was doing what ifs on 2K. I'm pretty sure I started doing it on 2K like 15 or 14 or something like that, and that was really the big growing point of my channel. I still remember the first video. It was putting LeBron James on the Philadelphia 76ers. It was like my first what if in 2K. I just kept on going with that, and eventually helped me grow my channel. Yeah, I was doing like my GM series and things like that, and people loved, doing those at the times. Eventually, that kind of got people just stopped liking those. And then CSB, I give CSB all the credit of starting rebuilds. I mean, he was the OJG with that, and I started doing that, and that was a big changing point for my channel. People loved watching my rebuilds, and I was just coming up with new like Miley challenges and just like this content I was really passionate about. But my passion doesn't just come from like making the video. My passion comes from my audience. My passion comes from people watching my videos and enjoying my videos and seeing the comments and just seeing people messaging me saying stuff like, hey, this video you made today, man, like I was having a rough day and I got to watch that and it was great. And fast forward, last year it was still doing really well. I think last year was like not as good as years past, but like growing wise, I was still, getting subscribers and stuff like that. And then really, man, like this past, I like to say 9-10 months, I don't know what happened with my channel. Like, and the thing is I've seen plenty of YouTubers fall off completely because they stopped posting, or maybe they were doing well for a while. They didn't feel the need to post anymore because they thought they could get away doing like one video a month. I've seen that happen, but I've been consistently posting every single day, at least once, sometimes twice, sometimes 3 times a day to my channel. So I know that's not it. I know that's not the issue with my channel going down and people just losing interest. I was thinking, people telling me stuff like, Crispy, do like my team in my park. I've tried that out. People are not entertained by me doing that. And like I said, my thing is entertaining you guys. If I can't entertain the bulk of my audience, then me as a YouTuber, me as a person, I feel like I'm failing in this job. And then, rebuilds, I've still been sticking out with that. I've been trying like new ideas. I know I've been trying like this news show, which a lot of people don't really like. I mean, I don't know why. And I've been, I've tried out some other series out there too, and it's got to the point where my league, it's just everything's been done. So there used to be things I could do where I was like, man, I would think of a fresh new idea. I'd get excited because I could entertain you guys with it, and everything was good. But now I just feel like everything's been done with it. And I know it's not just a matter of just like my league dying, because there are rebuilders, 6 Rings of Steel, Jidel, King of the Fourth Quarter. Those guys are absolutely killing it, and I love seeing that. I love seeing that the My League community is thriving. But me as a My League guy, I'm wondering why, what's been wrong with my channel, and I think I've kind of solved the issue, because like I said, I've thought of new ideas. I've tried doing new ideas that never land. It never lands, and I've come to the conclusion that I'm pretty sure people are just bored of me. And that happens. That happens in entertainment. That happens in a lot of different outlets out there. Is that at the time my stuff, people were enjoying it, and maybe I didn't adapt correctly. Maybe I just come off as annoying now, because I do have that sense that I feel like I'm not a very liked person in like just around just 2K in general. Like I don't really have any friends in the 2K community, and I'm not quite sure why that is. I know there's been plenty of guys that have like unfollowed me and stuff on Twitter. Just guys that I remember I used to talk to, and I don't really know why. I guess I don't know if my personality or the way I perceive myself online comes off as little bitch ass, for lack of a better term. Let's use that term, right, guys? So I don't know what that is. I don't know what's going on there. And so people would be like, collab. And it's like I don't really have any friends in the 2K community to collab with. And I feel like a big majority of the people would rather secretly, because that's kind of how it is in the real world. That's how it is in the business world. It's cutthroat. I think there's a lot of people that would not even give me the opportunity. I think they'd rather see me crash and burn than help me. I just kind of feel like that's how it is. I could be totally wrong about that, but I know how business operates. Like, man, I watch a lot of Shark Tank too. I mean, I got a finance degree. I've been in the corporate world. I've done it. I've seen it happen. I know how people's minds operate. So I don't know what the option is for me at this point except to retire. On April 9th, I am going to be a 27-year-old who has been away from a real job for about 3 to 4 years. And the thing is we all know how jobs are. It's like we're not all YouTubers, right? It's like you're out there. I'm sure you're having your own issues in your own life, and but I mean, for me to get a job, anything out there, it's gonna say requires 5 years of experience, which I don't have, because as much as I love doing YouTube, it's not going to equate to a resume, not in the way that it should. Now, I will say I've learned more from doing this over the past few years than I've learned from any educational institution I went to, anything. but the real world does not see that. The real world does not view YouTube as that type of experience. They think of it as, man, this guy's just playing basketball video games for a living. That's probably what it looks like on the outside. So I understand that. But I don't know what to do. I'm at my end with this. You guys have no idea. Like, it's not as easy as me just posting a video and, okay, man, I'm done thinking about it for the day. I think about this all the time. I feel like I have become a very, I don't want to say depressed person, but I'm definitely not as happy as I've been before. And I feel bad for my girlfriend. I mean, she came up here because she knew I was about to make this video, and she was like, she was trying to give me a hug and stuff like that because I felt her bad. I just yelled at her, and I feel horrible about that right now, guys. Like, right before this video, I feel absolutely horrible about that because my negativity. I started swearing. I was like, I'm having an effing mental breakdown because I am, and it sucks, man. Because like, I don't know, like, I I just don't know what to do. You know, I don't want to go back to doing because I love doing this, man. Like, this has been my differentiator as a person for me, like for the past. I mean, like 6, 7, 8 years, man. I remember going back like seventh grade, talk about YouTube and stuff like that. Like, this is what I love to do. Where I don't want to go back to that corporation job and just feel like another statistic. Like, this has been my way to entertain people, to be a difference maker out there, and I feel like it's crumbling before me. And in a lot of cases, in life, it's like, you just got to work harder. And I've been working my ass off, man. Like, I think about it every single day, trying to like think of new ideas. I don't feel like my new series, like, I've been like waking up like extra early to like do that and try to make that entertaining as possible and try to be as energetic as I can every single day. And in my case, it seems like the harder I work, the worse I do. So is it just time to stop and just admit that I shouldn't be doing this anymore and maybe move on for the betterment of myself and my future family and, things like that? I don't really know, guys. So I know this video is getting a little longer right here. I just want to give you guys my mindset on things is that, no, it's a 10,000% not an April Fool's joke. Very serious matter that I'm going through in my life right now. Now, you might be watching this and be like, oh, man, just another YouTuber, having a moment. And I understand it. I know it happens every single day with other YouTubers, too. But it's not about the YouTube. It's about the WeTube. It's about my excitement, my enjoyment of waking up every single day and loving what I'm doing. But if what I'm doing is not entertaining you guys, then I have failed as a YouTuber and I don't belong on this outlet anymore, because it's not about the YouTuber. It's about the people watching, man. It's always been about people watching. You guys is what dictates this whole site. This whole site comes down to you guys. So that's how I feel, at least. I'm sure there's people out there that feel differently, but guess I'm gonna give myself some time to think about it. In the meantime, maybe I might still post a video. Who knows? I mean, I have such a very my mind sometimes just kind of jumps all over the place. So that's all I got, guys. Peace out, my friends. Might be for the last time.